Welcome, everyone, to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones will put it away to start the game. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. A first down for the offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
And that had all the makings of windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now facing a third and long. The play action fake. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it right down the middle. Makes the catch. He's got enough. At the 45, on his way. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Beck. The quick out.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Good timing on the quick out. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Iowa State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Flips it out in the flat. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Purdue 14, Iowa State 7.
A third down play to get the quarter started. He's looking downfield to throw. A little screen to the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and some.
And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Card. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCovey. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Gain of 35 on the play.
The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Got room at the 35. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 30. Made a defender miss. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Paul, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes.
And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Card. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. safe completion on the screen.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Grabs it in the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Looking to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. That's caught. It's McCoby. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big.
Got some room in to the goal line. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running back searching for a hole. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Purdue 28, Iowa State 14.
The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at half.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Boilermakers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least must apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and forcing completions like that.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter. Purdue 35, Iowa State 21.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field and just didn't have it there.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Dropping back, it's Card. Complete out of the backfield. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On to attempt the try. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's still on his feet, but finally out of bounds after the big run for this offense. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. A little release to the back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Boilermakers line it up with a 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the run, it's Card. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big touchdown, Purdue! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that point if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make them earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Number 8 on to kick it away.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.